we can do that, and without being carried away, allowing our thoughts to carry us away. And this is what I can share so far, and for this morning. And maybe I will pass the microphone to my brother, which will continue to share the deeper stuff. I was just entertaining you. So my brother will go a bit deeper. Thank you.
I don't know if I have a deeper stuff, but maybe listen to one sound of the bell first together and to see if there's any deep thing coming up. Thank you for your energy of mindfulness. I have a question. Let us discuss this question a little bit. What is the difference between mindfulness teacher and a mindful teacher? Anyone can respond to this? Yes.
Well, I think a mindful teacher is a teacher who is mindful while they're teaching.
Yeah.
So they're present during their teaching practice. And a teacher of mindfulness teaches about mindfulness. Maybe
Yes.
they're teaching about the subject, tools to help people become mindful.
Okay. Yeah. So this is one ideas about what is a mindful teacher and a mindfulness teacher. Another one? Yes.
I think probably a mindfulness teacher would also be very mindful. So they're also a mindful teacher.
Yeah. So mindfulness teacher, first we say mindfulness teacher is someone who is mindful when they are teaching. And mindfulness teacher may be a teacher who teach mindfulness. That's what you say, huh? Is that correct? Great.
Well, a mindful teacher is someone who is mindful while they are teaching.
While they are teaching, they are mindful.
They
Okay.
are present while they are teaching.
Okay. Mindfulness teacher.
The mindfulness teacher teaches about mindfulness.
About mindfulness. So the
tools.
Yeah, the mindfulness is the subject of the teaching. Okay. And then we have another option is like mindfulness teacher, actually you teach mindfulness and you are mindful yourself. Is that what you say?
And then I thought, well, if a teacher of mindfulness is also mindful, maybe a mindful teacher, no matter what the subject they're teaching, could also be a teacher of mindfulness.
Yes.
Indirectly.
Yeah. So there's another option, which is this is interesting. So there's another option that a mindfulness teacher can means also somebody who teach whatever subject, but that teacher is mindful, and that it also means that that teacher is teaching mindfulness. Actually, another one. If you have any other thoughts, yes.
I think mindfulness teacher is mean just like math teacher, like a subject. The teacher who teach mindfulness the teacher who is mindfulness teacher don't need to be mindful.
So the teacher who teach mindfulness does not.
Sometimes they're not.
That is not necessarily mindful, because it's teaching what is mindfulness is. But the teacher who is mindful, whatever they teach, whatever subject, mathematics, but they teach it with mindfulness. Is that what you say? Okay, wonderful. There's another one. Let us collect as many as possible.
Something about working with children and that how I am
Translate what
is that's where so much of the transmission happens, or is that the most valuable thing I can offer is how I am.
Yes.
And I think that that's a mindful teacher. But I really also love the invitation of teaching mindfulness because I think it can help a young person embody that for themselves. I think
Yes.
both and.
Yes. So there is a way of being mindful to transmit who you are. And there's another point of view is it's also nice when we teach mindfulness to help other people to be mindful and so that everyone know how to be mindful. So this is a very good observation and brainstorming about these questions, and I think we can continue to contemplate on these two questions. What does it mean mindful teacher, and what does it mean a mindfulness teacher? And you choose what you like. I don't want to tell you what to do. I think the teacher has been told so many things, so I don't want to tell you more things. But what we want to share in the practice of in the retreat like this, we do hope, or we do want to share this value, the capacity that a teacher can take care of themselves, because the teacher has been taking care of so many people, and sometimes we forget ourselves. Because a teacher is also a human being. You are not taking care only your student, but you're also taking care of your family. For those who has family, you also has to go through all the up and downs life as other human being. So sometimes it can be a lot for a teacher on the teacher's plate. You have your student, you have your school management, or your institute management, and you have also the Minister of Education. So you get squeezed from everywhere, and you have also parents, another group that you may feel like yourself sometimes get squeezed from all direction, and sometimes we don't know what to do. Yeah. So we hope that this retreat can give us a way out from all of that squeezing situation, from 10 directions is squeezing us. What is the way out? Yeah. Who have listened to Plum Village podcast? Some of you, yeah. So there's a podcast called The Way Out is In. And this is our teachings for people who working with other people. This is very important. And we have a diagram. I will draw it on the board. I hope everyone can see the board. So this is the diagram. The way out is in. It's the capacity to go in. Yeah. Like what Brother Dao Phuong has shared about the stopping, to be able to stop is in order to be able to go in, to know what is happening in our inner landscape. Because in our inner landscape there are a lot of things. At least two. There is happiness and there is suffering, according to the Buddha. Yeah? The Buddha's teaching is, supposedly super easy, but somehow we make it become so complex, and it's very difficult to understand. Actually, the Buddha, the whole career that he is teaching is only two things: that there is happiness and that there is suffering. And they are both the truth. But then we still want to chase only one thing, happiness only. Yeah? Then we are not really in the teachings. So the teaching is happiness and suffering, two, not only one. So the subject of Buddhism is two, happiness and suffering. So when we go back like this, then we discover, like Brother Phuong used the word soup. What is our soup? Is it salty or not? It means also the other word is, are we in suffering or are we not in suffering? Or are we both not in suffering and both not in suffering and not in happiness? It can be also some soup is plain. Huh? Some soup is just good, and some soup is plain, and some soup is too salty, is undrinkable. So to have this capacity to come back, then we can have a chance to discover what is happening. So in the traditional meditation word is called samatha and vipassana. And in English we call it stopping. And this one we call it deep looking. If these two words is still difficult to understand, I can help you to make into resting and discovering. So our job is to rest and to discover. If we want to get out from something, we do need to stop, rest and discover, to know, to understand what is happening. So these few days, this is the practice that we can really invest in. Listening to the bell, we stop completely walking, we walk more relaxingly. When we serve our food, when we eat, we do it in mindfulness so that we can be like this. Because once we slow down, once we take a rest in every moment, then we start to be able to get in touch with all the good conditions in the present moment. There are so many good conditions in the present moment. We come here with all different baggage, yeah, all different baggage. There are some baggage is light, some baggage is overweight. But whatever baggage we have, we just need to identify what is in my baggage actually. Once you know what is in your baggage, then you can know like, this one maybe I don't really use it, put it out, let it go. And there are some of them maybe, this one I can transform it into something else, so that your luggage is getting lighter and lighter. So in Plum Village tradition, the Buddhism is not only talking about suffering, but we are also talking about happiness. Because they interact. We may have a very unpleasant childhood. We may have an unpleasant life in our past that we have to bring it to the present moment. We may have some past traumatic experience, so that is belong to the past. If we make a line, historically, if we call this is P, present moment, then whatever here is all the past, is that correct? And whatever here is the future. So this is PA, past, and this is F, future, and this is present moment. But this thing is not static, they all continue to move. Yeah? And sometimes our teacher make it like a circle like this. It's like the clock. It turns around and around. So the suffering and the happiness, they link with each other. And actually, the way we can help our suffering, to reduce our suffering, it is very much depends on our present moment. And also the happiness in the future is also pretty much depends on the present moment. We know that if in the present moment, if we do something wholesome to ourselves, we know that in the future we will continue a little bit more beautiful. Yeah. When you do workout in the present moment, you know that in the near future you will have some muscles. You may have some loss of your body weight. And so somehow you know what is future, and you make the decision, the action in the present moment. And it's also the same with the past. Let's say in the past we have unpleasant situation, we have suffering period of life in the past. And it become our memory. This is my past. My life is salty. And I cannot go back to that time. I cannot go back to my child to change the situation. I cannot go back to my young age to change the situation. So we believe that we bring that suffering with us, and we have to identify ourselves as a sufferer person, as an unhappy person. Sometimes it can happen like that. So what we do is to stay in the present moment and cultivate and look at the happy condition. This is one of the ways before we can understand more on our suffering. So we practice mindful walking in order to have enough energy of mindfulness, to have peace in the body, because we all know when we are rushing, like for example, I don't know yesterday if you are rushing or not, chasing trains, buses, run from one place to the other place. We feel very unpleasant to run around and to chase something. The body does not really feel good because we have to be intense all the time. But then when we do that for a while, it becomes a recording in our body. So even we don't have appointment, we don't have a bus to chase, the body is still a bit in a hurry. Yeah, if you pay attention to yourself. So we still walk very fast, eat very fast, and do things very fast. It's a very imprinted and recorded in our body. So the same with the suffering, we can continue to repeat the suffering in the present moment if we are not recognizing it. So coming back to oneself is first of all to recognize that I have suffering, that I want to feel curious about it, and I want to take care of it. And sometimes our suffering is very big and we are quite afraid of it. Then we don't touch. We just know you are there. I know you are there. This is like a very poisonous snake in your garden. So you find a hole and you know you are there. Then you be careful. You don't want to touch it because you don't have the capacity to touch that snake. But at least you know where is it. So that you can ask help, you can do some different ways to take that snake out from the hole. But if you are not sure, don't touch. Yeah? So in the practice, it's like this. So of course, the easiest way is to take out the snake from the hole, but sometimes we also can do another things, which is taking care of yourself. First, don't get panic. Two, know that the snake is there, don't be around that area. Third, start to research who you think can help you, that you can call to come and take the snake out. Is it your neighbor? Is it your family? Is it a professional? So you create space for yourself. So when we want to solve the challenge of life, we need first of all to create space. So coming to the retreat is a very good time to create space. And then when we come back to the present moment, we try to get in touch with all the nourishing elements as much as we can. This morning we have a very peaceful morning, very quiet. The air is very fresh. If we can remember this is summer. Now we are in summer. To have this kind of fresh morning is a very precious, very expensive. Yeah? And we should be able to enjoy that. And not even that. At 6:30, normally you already have to be doing something at your home to prepare yourself to go to school. But this morning, you just prepare yourself to come here, to sit down and doing nothing for 30 minutes. Your body is peaceful, everyone is peaceful, sitting in silence. So that is all the good moment that we need to recognize, to stop and to look deeply, to rest and to discover that this is a present moment, this is a wonderful moment, like the guided meditation this morning. To practice this, you can do some mechanical work with a paper. What is the good condition in the present moment? You write it down. There are many of them. There are many of them. Maybe you should stop after 2 pages, because otherwise your book will finish. There are many. For example, yesterday Savitri has headache. Today, do you still have headache? No. Today should be the most happiest day, because we don't have headache. And those of you who does not have headache right now, you do not have headache right now, should be a wonderful moment. But sometimes we don't take it as a wonderful moment. We just take it for granted that it's normal. I don't have headache. Many things. We don't have leg painful, we don't have arm painful, we don't have tooth pain. It's a wonderful moment. So we collect all of that. Why? Because our present moment very, very quickly become the past. Very quickly. The morning sitting this morning is already your past now. The service meditation is already your past now. And soon this Dharma talk will be your past too. Yeah? This very quickly become the past. And what happened is you start to pour all the happiness element into your past. So if you have a lot of suffering, at least these 5 days or these 6 days, you add as many happiness as possible into the past, so that it interferes your suffering. So if the soup is too salty, your job is to put plain water as much as you can. Unfortunately, in the practice, we cannot make a tsunami of plain water. It's like only one drop, one drop, one drop, one drop, and it needs a lot of patience. Yeah. So patience is another meditation element. In meditation, we need to have patience, because that patience